Children, today we are doing a very important topic, that is nutrition. Nutrition is taking in of food, and you have learned this concept in your earlier classes also, that living things take their food in two ways. Some of them prepare their own food from inorganic sources such as water, carbon dioxide, and they are known as autotrophs. Whereas there are organisms that utilize complex substances. That is, they break down complex substances into simple ones with the help of enzymes, and those organisms are known as heterotrophs. So here children, the difference between autotrophs and heterotrophs must be clear to you. Autotrophs are the organisms that can manufacture their own food from the inorganic sources, and heterotrophs, they depend directly or indirectly upon the autotrophs. Heterotrophs depends either directly or indirectly. Directly means, suppose a deer directly eats the grass, so they depends directly. Indirect example is a tiger. Tiger eats a deer and deer eats the grass. So this is indirect relationship. Let us start with autotrophic nutrition. Autotrophic nutrition is the process by which autotrophs take in substances from the outside and convert them into stored form of energy. It is a nutrition in which green plants prepare their food from the inorganic sources such as carbon dioxide, water, in the presence of sunlight, and prepare their food in the form of carbohydrates. Plants prepare their food in the form of carbohydrates. These carbohydrates provide energy to them, and when excess of carbohydrate is there, they don't require it at this moment. They store that excess of carbohydrate in the form of starch. So this process of making food in green plants is known as photosynthesis. So what is the photosynthesis? It is a process in which plants take in carbon dioxide from the atmosphere. They take water. I am referring about the green plants. Green plants have chlorophyll in them that traps the energy of the sunlight and prepare their food in the form of carbohydrate, that is glucose, and in this process oxygen is also released. So this is the reaction of photosynthesis. Children, you must remember this reaction. This is very important for you. CO2 plus H2O, chlorophyll, sunlight, C6H12O6. This is the formula of glucose, oxygen, and water vapors are released. Now, how do photosynthesis occur in plants? Till now, the definition is clear to all of us. But what are the various events that occur during the process of photosynthesis? The first is green plants absorb light energy. Green plants have chloroplast, and chloroplast contain the green pigment chlorophyll, and this chlorophyll traps the energy of the sun. This is the first step. In the second step, this light energy is changed into chemical energy. And water molecules, they are broken down, they are split up into hydrogen and oxygen. Third step is this carbon dioxide combines with hydrogen and form carbohydrates. That is reduction of carbon dioxide into carbohydrates. So these are the various events. First is absorption of light energy. Second, splitting of light energy. Sorry, not splitting. Changing of light energy into chemical energy, and splitting of water molecules into hydrogen and oxygen. Third step is this carbon dioxide combine with hydrogen and forms the carbohydrates. So children, you have seen that three conditions are essential for photosynthesis to take place. One is chlorophyll is required, carbon dioxide and sunlight. Now we are going to do some activities that shows us that these all are the necessary materials required for the photosynthesis.